It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Steelers, next on Madden.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 92 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down. Nash. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. On second down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Back to throw. Nash. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Nash. Open man here is Gentry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Oh, boy, hang tight here. Down on the field, Juju Smith-Schuster. And everybody on that sideline holding their breath. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Vaughn. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right?
A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down now, it's Vaughn. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Nash. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Nash. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and this one's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Open man is Howard, the tight end, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Nash throwing deep for Golladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Another throw for Golladay. This one complete.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw on third down, Nash. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Sheldon Richardson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run with Edmonds. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Let's go.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
This is Vaughn. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So that'll back him up 5. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Koo for the extra point.
And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Nash. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
On 1st and 10, Nash. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. This punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brady gives this one to Vaughn.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Nash. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Brady to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They go play action here on first down.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw again.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. Nash. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they rolled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Gets around him.
And he's got this down to the 35.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nash.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nash. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Nash. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, this is Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They start the drive with Vaughn, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
throwing on first down. Nash. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Nash. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Nash.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Nash. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, a run with Vaughn.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Brady now on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Vaughn on the handoff.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Nash.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Harris.
60 yards on the ground for him so far. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They run again with Harris, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, Coach, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going up top.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nash. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll run on 1st down. Vaughn. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn.
Fights him off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
On the run is Vaughn.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire